we start the final part of 1987 at Martinsville for the Goodies 500, and we got some silly season news to start things off. Jack Roush is expected to open a Winston Cup team for 1988. A driver and sponsor have not been announced, but he is getting close to getting deals done. It has also been announced that Morgan Shepherd will not return to the number 26 team next season. A driver has yet to be announced for the 26, but Quaker State is expected to stay with him. And in other news, Buddy Baker, after taking a few hard hits in recent weeks, he will sit out this race from a doctor's recommendation to heal up. Baker should be expected to return at North Wilkesboro. Richie Evans will fill his seat this week. 38 cars have entered, 38 will race for 175 laps. Morgan Shepherd and Bobby Hillin Jr. are on the front row as the green flag flies at Martinsville. Morgan Shepherd leads about the first 30 laps until lap 32 when Alan Kulwicki takes charge. Caution comes out on lap 35 when Darrell Waltrip is turned by Bubba Nissen, collecting lake speed and a few others in the process. And with that on the restart, Bobby Allison now leads the field. This race had many cautions that took out quite a few contenders, including Bill Elliott, a championship contender. Lap 81, Alan Kulwicki ends up blowing a tire to cause a caution. With that, Harry Gant leads on the restart on lap 86. But not even a lap complete, and Rick Wilson is turned, creating yet another pileup on the backstretch. What is going on? This race has certainly been a mess. After another caution on lap 99, Richard Petty now leads with Kyle Petty behind him. Kyle Petty takes the lead shortly after. Lap 106, Richard Petty and Davey Allison get together and they hit the wall, and this will bring out another caution. Pit stops take place, and now Alan Kulwicki leads at the restart on lap 111. Michael Waltrip is second and Morgan Shepherd in third. Lap 120, Morgan Shepherd catches Alan Kulwicki and he takes the lead. Lap 135, we got teammate issues in the Stravola brothers camp as Bobby Allison and Bobby Hillin Jr. get together, and we restart on lap 140.
That's a teammate!
10 laps to go. Shepherd still leads, but Alan Kulwicki has since moved to second, chasing his first career win. Kyle Petty is also there too, with Terry Labonte not too far back as well. It was a clean 4-car battle to the finish. After weaving through lap traffic, Morgan Shepherd escapes the carnage, and after announcing he was going to lead the team, he gets the win at Martinsville. A very much needed win for him. His first win of 1987, as this race had 14 cautions and 13 lead changes among 9 different leaders. Your top 10 is Morgan Shepherd in first, Alan Kulwicki second, Kyle Petty third, Terry Labonte fourth, Richard Petty fifth, Jimmy Means sixth, Mark Martin seventh, Dale Earnhardt eighth, Jeff Bodine ninth, and Ken Schrader in 10th. And here's a quick look at our top 10 in standings as we get closer to the end of the season. We head back to North Wilkesboro for the Holly Farms 400. 140 laps, 41 cars have entered, and 41 will race. And Buddy Baker has decided at the last second to let Richie Evans race the 86 again this week. Jeff Bodine and Terry Labonte lead the field to the green flag at North Wilkesboro. Jeff Bodine led the opening laps, but by lap 23, Terry Labonte out in front, trying to get as many points as he can, but Dale Earnhardt is right behind in third. Lap 63, Slick Johnson in the 81 gets bumped by Joe Ruttman with assistance from Rick Wilson and spins into the inside wall. Terry Labonte continues to lead with Dale Earnhardt in second on lap 70 on the restart. Lap 86, after a caution, Dale Earnhardt wins the battle off of pit road, and now he's out in front. Lap 99, Davey Allison's season from hell continues as he is turned by Dale Jarrett and he hits the wall coming off of turn 2. Then Dave Marcus gets turned head on into the wall into turn 3 by Steve Christman. Allison kept going, but Marcus was done. Surprisingly, no caution. With 10 laps to go, Terry Labonte steals the lead from Dale Earnhardt, but then the caution comes out as Davey Allison was dumped by Rick Wilson, and this made Davey furious. He will remember that. That gives us a restart with 3 to go. Terry Labonte easily pulls away, and he wins at North Wilkesboro. These wins just keep piling it up. This race had 5 cautions and 7 lead changes among 3 different leaders. Terry Labonte is your winner, Kyle Petty is second, Bobby Allison third, Alan Kulwicki fourth, Morgan Shepherd fifth, Bubba Nissen in sixth, Jeff Bodine seventh, Jimmy Means eighth, Kyle Petty ninth, and Ricky Rudd rounds out the top 10. And how about them standings? Five races left in the 1987 season, and we head back to the Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Oakwood Homes 500. 140 laps in this one, 47 have entered, and 42 a race. And once again, I didn't get the full list, but those who have failed to qualify are Del McCowart, Rodney Combs, Bobby Wawick, and Mark Stahl. Terry Labonte is on the pole, and Darrell Waltrip starts next to him as we get to racing at Charlotte. By lap 2, Bill Elliott quickly takes the lead from Labonte, and he's now out in front. Lap 38, after a caution that took out J.D. McDuffie and Ernie Irvin, Darrell Waltrip is now out in front. Lap 47, Dale Earnhardt takes the lead, and he could use some of those bonus points. And since then, the race had mellowed out, and Dale Earnhardt checked out. There was no stopping that number 3 Wrangler Chevrolet, and Dale Earnhardt will get the win at Charlotte. One caution, but the race had 15 lead changes among 9 leaders. Dale Earnhardt your winner, Kyle Petty second, Terry Labonte third, Sterling Marlin fourth, Richard Petty fifth, Alan Kulwicki sixth, Ricky Rudd seventh, Phil Parsons eighth, Jimmy Means ninth, and Benny Parsons in 10th. The fourth to last race on the schedule returns us to North Carolina Speedway for the AC Delco 500. 49 cars have entered, 42 a race for 173 laps. So, in other news, NASCAR has announced some revisions to the schedule at season's end. Remember that Riverside is currently going under reconfiguration. Well, with that going on, NASCAR cannot race at Riverside for the time being. So what they have done is that the next race, instead of Riverside, will be at Texas World, the road course. That's right, with Texas World Speedway still around in this timeline, the road course that the track has is still intact. So they will run on that road course, then stay in Texas for a week, and then they will run on the Texas World Oval. Then the season will conclude at Atlanta. Riverside should be ready for racing again in 1988. Those who have failed to qualify are Butch Miller, Kirk Bryant, David Simko, Steve Christman, Curtis Markham, J.D. McDuffie, and D. Wayne Strout. Terry Labonte and Dale Earnhardt are on the front row as they are fighting for the championship. Green flag at Rockingham. Five laps in, Kyle Petty takes the lead, Earnhardt is in second. Lap 22, Bill Elliott gets around Dale Earnhardt for second. Lap 28, Earnhardt and Elliott catch Kyle Petty thanks to the likes of lap traffic. By lap 33, Bill Elliott is now in front with Dale Earnhardt up to second. Later in the race, Kyle Petty began to dominate and lead the most laps, and on lap 90 on a restart, Kyle Petty leads. Bill Elliott is on the tail end of the lead lap. I just had to sim forward, didn't I? After a late race pileup that unfortunately took out Kyle Petty and Dale Earnhardt, Richard Petty leads at lap 130. Lap 138, Jimmy Means takes the lead looking for his 4th career win, and his first with Hendrick Motorsports. Lap 140, Sterling Marlin takes the lead, and he's looking for his first career win. Lap 159, the King is back out in front, trying to score his 202nd career win. Lap 161, we have an exciting battle for the lead as Sterling Marlin fights back, and he takes the lead from Petty. With 2 laps to go, there was a scare as Marlin had issues getting around lap traffic, allowing Petty to catch him, but Marlin gets through, and Sterling Marlin will get his first career win at Rockingham. In this race that had 3 cautions, 10 lead changes among 7 different drivers, Sterling Marlin gets his first career win, and fun fact, in real life, he actually didn't get his first career win until 1994. So how about that for a change in this timeline? And here's what the standings look like. The replacement race for Riverside, as stated before, will be at the Texas World Road Course. This race will be the Winston Western 500 that was supposed to be at Riverside. 47 cars have entered, 42 will race, and this will be a 35-lap race. Those who have failed to qualify are Harry Goularte, Jocko Maggiacomo, Rick McCray, Tommy Kendall, and Glenn Sturer. Alright, Mark Martin and Benny Parsons lead to the green flag at the Texas World Road Course, a new configuration that these drivers have to deal with. Going into the first turn, they go 4 wide. Mark Martin gets punted off the track and into the wall. Already things are going crazy. Jim Robinson also went bumper cars and spins, taking Bubba Nissen and Phil Parsons with him. Neil Bonnet ends up turning Rick Hendrick, who's in the 51 for his own team. Lake Speed ends up taking the lead and leads back to the caution. Rusty Wallace, Bill Elliott, and a few others come down pit road. What a crazy start in this one. Championship implications also happen when Dale Earnhardt gets into Richard Petty and ends up spinning out. Ricky Rudd and Dave Marcus involved, but they continue. Kyle Petty also leads on the restart, and he goes on to dominate after a few cautions. Things start to settle down. Due to the amount of cautions, I decided to give you an onboard of Kyle Petty as he takes a lap around the Texas World Road Course. Two laps to go, Ken Schrader goes spinning, and this race will end under caution. Kyle Petty gets his first win of 1987, and we get a Petty 1-2. Richard Petty getting second in a race that had 4 cautions and 9 lead changes among 5 drivers. Darrell Waltrip third, then a pair of Allisons, Davey in 4th and Bobby in 5th, Terry Labonte 6th, Sterling Marlin 7th, Morgan Shepherd 8th, Ricky Rudd 9th, and Phil Parsons in 10th. Just 2 races left. Who's going to win the championship? Alright, time for the oval race. We remain at Texas World Speedway for the Budweiser NASCAR 500. 45 cars have entered, 42 will race, and this race will have 70 laps. In terms of track news, the owners of Texas World Speedway announced plans to improve the fan experience at the track, such as better bathrooms, concessions, and other things. They are committed to having NASCAR long term. Those who have failed to qualify: Darrell, Jocko Maggiacomo, and Curtis Markham. Oh hi Dale Earnhardt, you're on the pole again, and you're starting right next to Darrell Waltrip. Alright, let's get to racing at Texas World. The race was steady as Dale Earnhardt led most of the laps in the race, but with 22 to go, a caution comes out and the shuffling puts Dale Earnhardt back in 11th while Terry Labonte leads. That is not good for Dale Earnhardt. After the restart, Kyle Petty took the lead after right away. 10 laps to go, it's 3 wide for the lead. Kyle Petty, Bobby Allison, and Lake Speed duel for the lead, yet Kyle Petty's able to make it stick and he holds on. 7 laps to go, Lake Speed gets to Petty's side again, and with a push from Terry Labonte, he takes the lead, and he was able to hold him off the rest of the way. Lake Speed, who was called in to replace Danny Marshall after his bad crash at Riverside, he's going to get his first career win at Texas World Speedway. Danny Marshall is there as well, as he is overcome with emotions that his car, his team, now a winner in the Cup Series, as well as Lake Speed. Lake Speed is your winner. Kyle Petty 2nd, Darrell Waltrip 3rd, Bobby Allison 4th, Terry Labonte 5th, Mark Martin 6th, Morgan Shepherd 7th, Bobby Allison 8th, Ricky Rudd 9th, Rusty Walsh 10th, and Dale Earnhardt finished in 13th. And here are a look at the standings. Dale Earnhardt has the points lead, not by much, going into the final race. Anything can happen. Here we are, the final race of the 1987 Winston Cup Series season at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. With some quick news, Tim Richmond has given an update on his rehab. He is getting better, but does not have a return set yet. He wants to be 100% before returning. 48 cars have entered, 42 will race for 115 laps to determine the 1987 Winston Cup champion. It's pretty much come down to Dale Earnhardt and Terry Labonte. Those who have failed to qualify are A.J. Foyt, H.B.Bailey, once again Jocko Maggiacomo and Curtis Markham, Buddy Baker unfortunately, and Ed Primm in the 98. Kyle Petty's on the pole and Bill Elliott is second as we get set for the green flag, 115 laps to determine a champion in Atlanta. As that goes on, Terry Labonte will start 3rd, Dale Earnhardt starts 8th. Terry Labonte and Bill Elliott are quickly battling for the lead, and by lap 10, Bill Elliott leads with Texas World winner Lake Speed in second. Green flag pit stop start on lap 29, and by lap 39, Terry Labonte leads and Dale Earnhardt is 15. He's got to get a move on. Lap 41, Lake Speed ends up taking the lead from Labonte. Elliott moves to second. Remember when I said anything can happen? Ready for this? Lap 53. Jeff Bodine dumps Dale Earnhardt, and Phil Parsons slams right into him as well, bringing out the caution. Huge championship implications, not to mention That's Terry Labonte's teammate. We've already seen some feuds between Earnhardt and Bodine, and I can imagine this could be the start of a rivalry. Jeff Bodine might have just cost Dale Earnhardt the championship. While that went on, there was also another wreck between Alan Kulwicki, J.D. McDuffie, and Greg Sachs. Lap 58, we're back to racing in Atlanta. Lap 69, Bill Elliott is back in front. Nice. Haha, funny. Lap 99, it's down to Bill Elliott and Lake Speed as they maneuver through traffic. 11 laps to go. Karma is a butt. Jeff Bodine blows an engine and he's out of the race, but we keep going. 6 to go. Speed is hanging on to Elliott, trying to find the right time to strike, but Bill Elliott was able to hold him off, and the man from Dawsonville, Georgia, holds him off in the last couple laps. He will finish off 1987 with a win in Atlanta, and he'll have some good momentum going into next season. Bill Elliott's your winner, Lake Speed second, Kyle Petty third, Terry Labonte fourth, Darrell Waltrip fifth, Mark Martin sixth, Bubba Nissen seventh, 8th place was Sterling Marlin, 9th Richard Petty, and 10th Ken Schrader. Okay, let's take a deep breath. Here we are, the end of the season. I'm sure you're all wondering, okay, who's the champion? Well, I'll tell you here in a little bit. I will go through, first off, actually, I'm going to do what Griffdog did for 2001 and One More Spark, and I'm going to hand out some seasonal awards. By the way, if you guys have ideas for seasonal awards, comment down below. I'd love to hear suggestions for anything, really. Please, I'd love to hear them. So I will show off the awards and then the final top 10 in points, and that'll conclude the video. As for the All-Star race, that will be next. I will do all of it, hopefully, in one video, where I will show the highlights of the Open race and the All-Star race, and I will reveal in the beginning of that video or right after the Open, I'm not really sure what I'll do yet, I will then reveal who the fan vote winner is. By the time this video is up, I'm going to put a deadline of the last you can vote. Once we hit that deadline, voting is stopped, voting is closed. If you comment after that, I will not count your vote. Just trying to be fair. That's all. Okay, enough explanations. Let's hand off some end of season awards. First, we will hand off the Rookie of the Year award for the Winston Cup Series. This award simply goes to the highest finishing rookie in the standings. Taking a look at all the rookies here, the highest one that finished in the standings is an interesting story. Terry Schoonever, who ended up driving for Lake Speed's car after Lake Speed went to Danny Marshall's ride. Terry Schoonever is very blessed and very thankful for this opportunity, and Lake Speed has said that he is working out negotiations to have Schoonever drive that car again in 1988. Speed is most likely going to be in the 85 as well. All silly season moves will be confirmed in the 1988 preview. The next award is the Comeback of the Year award, and this goes to Lake Speed's win at Texas World. The reason for that is that Lake Speed was given a wonderful opportunity from Danny Marshall, and he took full advantage of it, getting a win. And Danny Marshall said that he loves having Lake Speed in his car. He says he's unsure about running full-time racing again, but he does want to get back into a car at some point. He is still mentally scarred from his wreck at Riverside, but he is still working on a return. The next award is the Wreck of the Year. Out of all the wrecks we've seen, I have to choose this one because of the implications. And you just saw it at Atlanta. Jeff Bodine dumping Dale Earnhardt out of the championship at Atlanta. From them bumping into each other at pit road at Dover to this, we might have a little rivalry brewing between these two. The upset of the year actually goes to a driver in the Busch Series. I'd like to hand this award out to John Linville in his shock win at Road Atlanta. His only win so far in his Busch career, but perhaps he's going to try and work on more. Next award is the finish of the season, and this one goes out to a special moment that we witnessed early on in the season. In the spring race in Atlanta, we saw Richard Petty collect his 200th career Winston Cup win at Atlanta, and automatically, with how memorable that moment was, it was certainly the finish of the season. Now, as for the most popular driver award, I admit I probably should have put something out sooner about this, but I didn't. So here's how this is going to work. Before this video comes out, I should have another video up, and I'll link it in the description below. I will give you between now and 11:59 p.m. on November 14th to vote for the Busch Series and Cup Series most popular driver. All the details are in that video. Be sure to go to that video and comment your votes. Alright, the last thing I will show you all in this video, the final top 10 in standings for the 1987 Winston Cup season. In the description below, I will also have a link to all the results from the season, as well as a picture of the final standings from the season, so you can see which driver ended up where and how they did. So, let's start out with 10th in points. This driver had a big break in his big win in 1984 at Atlanta, and he ended up driving for this team at Budmore Engineering since then. He didn't win at all this year, but he was pretty decent. He collected 4 poles, 2 top 5s, and 14 top 10s with 3,645 points. The driver of the number 15 Motorcraft Ford, Mark Martin. Mark Martin says he's feeling pretty good about things with Ford and Budmore, and he's going to continue to build momentum and have a strong season in 1988. Finishing 9th in points, after winning a couple championships with Harry Ranier, he moves over to the Stravola brothers in a new ride, and this season was a little bit more quiet for him. He didn't win at all either, but he still collected 4 top 5s, 13 top 10s, and with 3,672 points, the driver of the number 22 Miller High Life car, Bobby Allison. I'm sure Bobby Allison, even though he's getting up there in age, the 2-time champion is still going to give it his all as we head into 1988. Finishing 8th in points, a very, very impressive season. 4 top 5s, 12 top 10s, and a pole award. And I feel confident that this guy is going to be taking Junie Dunleavy's team some places here pretty soon. With 3,695 points, the driver of the number 90 Red Baron Pizza Ford Thunderbird, Ken Schrader. It's surprising that Ken Schrader didn't win a race the way he was performing, but I guarantee you, if he keeps performing like this, he will surely win races next season. Finishing 7th in points, this driver had what you could call a late career resurgence. Are we going to see more out of this? Out of nowhere, he earned 2 victories, one of them being his 200th career win and his 201st career win as well. With 2 wins, 8 top 5s, 14 top 10s, and a total of 3,717 points. The driver of the number 43 STP Pontiac, you know him, the 7-time champion, the King, Richard Petty. Can he continue this late career resurgence? Finishing 6th in points with the same last name, he ended up getting a win late in the season, getting 9 top 5s and 13 top 10s and 2 poles. With 3,848 points, driver of the number 21 Citgo Ford for the Wood Brothers, Kyle Petty. Looks like Kyle was able to one-up Richard in this season. Can he do it again next season? Alright, moving into the top 5 in points. Finishing 5th in points, scoring a win at the Pepsi Firecracker 400. He didn't win as much as I expected to, but he still had a pretty solid season, with 8 top 5s, 17 top 10s, and finishing off the season with 3,851 points. Driver of the number 88 Gatorade Chevrolet for Dygard Racing, Ricky Rudd. Ricky Rudd has been solid with this team. He and Dygaard have worked very well together. We'll see if they can continue doing so as they head into 1988. Finishing 4th in points, he got a couple wins early in the season. You may have thought things have died off for him, but he still stayed rather consistent. But he just wasn't up there with what I want to call the big three. We're going to get to them here in a second. Finishing 4th in points with 2 wins, 12 top 5s, 15 top 10s, and with 4,105 points, just 396 points back from the lead, the driver of the number 11 Budweiser Chevrolet for Junior Johnson, Darrell Waltrip. The 1982 champion is still hungry for another championship, and I'm sure he's going to give it his all and try and win that championship next season. Now on to the big three. Finishing 3rd in points, who had an amazing season but just fell apart late with some costly wrecks and DNFs that took him out of the hunt. He finished just 217 points out of the points lead, but had 7 wins, 13 top 5s, and 21 top 10s with 2 pole awards. With 4,284 points, the driver of the number 9 Coors Ford for Melling Racing from Dawsonville, Georgia, Bill Elliott. Bill Elliott is still chasing his 2nd championship. In this timeline, he won one in 1985, and he looks like he could certainly contend for many more in the coming years. Definitely a superstar in the making. Finishing 2nd in points, this driver also had an amazing season with 6 wins, 17 top 5s, and 20 top 10s. 7 pole awards, the most out of any other driver. He was the king of poles, but unfortunately, the wreck at Atlanta had him short just 51 points of the title. With a grand total of 4,450 points, he came very close. He entered the final race with the points lead, but he will end up finishing 2nd. The driver of the number 3 Wrangler Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing, Dale Earnhardt. He came so close of his 3rd championship, but I can tell you this, he's going to have a lot of determination in 1988. And that leaves us with our 1987 Winston Cup Series champion. I think this driver is just as deserving for it. He went on a hot streak during the summer. He won race after race at one point, and I say he rightfully deserves it. This guy won the championship in 1984. In his first season with the new team, he made an impressive mark with a grand total of 4,501 points, 7 wins, 15 top 5s, 21 top 10s, 5 pole awards. Your 1987 Winston Cup champion, the driver of the number 17 Tide Chevrolet. You know him. It's Texas Terry Labonte. A big congratulations to Terry Labonte. He is your 1987 Winston Cup champion. He is now a 2-time champion in the circuit. This season was dominated by the big three, Terry Labonte, Dale Earnhardt, and Bill Elliott. Who knows what's in store in 1988? Will other drivers compete with them for a championship? Will Terry Labonte get his 3rd? Will Dale Earnhardt get his 3rd? Or will we see somebody new end up with a championship? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Guys, I want to thank you all so much for coming along on this journey, and we're just getting started. We got so much more for you. Just know that these videos will come out when they come out. We're busy, we got lives, but I do my best. So thank you guys so much for the patience. Thank you guys so much for getting in on this and supporting this. This is a lot of fun. We have so many ideas and much more to come. So what's next in Sunday Night Lights? You will get the All-Star race, and then we will move right into 1988. So that'll wrap things up. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this 1987 season. 1988 will be coming soon. I'm Sonic Rules 831, and I will see you guys in the next video.